हम जब बारिश के मौसम में स्कूल जाते हैं तो रास्ते में खड्डे होते हैं।
देखिए हमारा फुटपाथ हमको बैग चाहिए है।
एरिया में पूरा पानी भरने के हिसाब से बच्चे लोग स्कूल में नहीं आ सकते।
रात को 10, साढ़े 10, 11 के बाद पूरा गंदा पानी आना शुरू हो जाते हैं।
लेट भी नहीं है ना, अंधेरे में हम लोग सोते, हम लोग इधर ही रहते हैं।
कि हम लोग को देखने के लिए यहाँ पे कोई नहीं आता है।
The saffron siblings Shiv Sena and BJP have called for a split after 25 years of alliance, and this now essentially means that both the parties will contest and will go solo for the upcoming BMC elections.
ज्या महापालिका आहेत, ज्या जिल्हा परिषदा आहेत, तिथे कुठेही मी युती करणार नाही।
आप देखो नोटबंदी के बाद जो हुआ है हमारे राज्य में, मुंबई जैसे शहर में, लोगों को आज भी ना सुकून है ना शांति है। तो ये अस्थिरता जब पैदा होती है तो लोगों को बहुत तकलीफें होती है।
We are committed for transparency, and for that, if our friends in Mumbai find it difficult, we feel sorry, but we are going ahead with the transparency agenda and commitment.
पहले दिन से ये बातें साफ थी कि शिवसेना भारतीय जनता पार्टी का गठबंधन नहीं होगा। पोपट मरा हुआ था, सिर्फ ऐलान आज हुआ है। आज भी कोई चुनाव शिवसेना बीजेपी साथ में नहीं लड़ेगी।
Well, the fight has begun for Mumbai, and why wouldn't it begin? It is the richest municipal corporation in the country. There's plenty of money that greases the veins of the BMC, so the fight is going to be worthy of that budget. Now, while the Shiv Sena and the BJP begin their fight, and we've seen manifestos come out of the Shiv Sena, one of them alleges non-transparency. The other one alleges that the BJP was not inclusive while taking decisions about demonetization. The question that we actually have to separate from all of this, viewers, tonight, and simply ask this: as citizens of Mumbai, do we have solutions for garbage? Do we have solutions for water? Do we have solutions for potholes? Do we have solutions for public transport? Do we have solutions for our bad air and our bad water? Do we have solutions for playgrounds for children? Our cities, is it still going to flood next year during the monsoon? Why are we still pumping all of the human waste into our ocean? And while our politicians get ready one more time to fight over who gets to run the BMC, we need to ask these questions. Are there enough streetlights? Are there enough CCTV cameras? Are women actually safe in this city? Who's responsible? Who's going to ask those questions? I'm going to put up a phone line at the bottom of the screen. You can pick up the phone and ask these questions tonight, because I have representation of every political party here tonight who are going to answer your question. That's a commitment that they've given to us. We're also going to find out from the BJP and the Shiv Sena what their plan is going forward, what their plans are for you and me as citizens of Mumbai. Joining me on the show this evening, Sanju Verma, BJP spokesperson, Manisha Kayande, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena, Clyde Crasto, spokesperson of the NCP, Susiieben Shah, General Secretary, Mumbai Congress, former Chairperson of the Maharashtra State Women's Commission. Sujay Kantawala is a senior lawyer who brings in the citizens' voice. So does Nikhil, Desai, who's an active citizen and an activist in Mumbai. And of course, also on my panel tonight is you. You can pick up the phone and be part of this conversation. Manisha Kayande, I'm going to start with you. The end of a 25-year-old relationship where basically the Shiv Sena said that you will not waste any more time on this relationship because your ally, the BJP, has not consulted with you on demonetization. My question to you is this: is the Shiv Sena distancing itself from demonetization for the purpose of this this election? And if you are really serious about breaking the alliance, why are you still in an alliance right now in the center and the state governments?
Well, in the beginning, I would like to tell you that the issue is demonetization. The entire country is unhappy. The self-styled decision-making, the self-styled opinion polls, the self-styled the entire not even consulting own central ministers. Which central minister was consulted? Forget about the Maharashtra people. When such important decisions are taken, Who is the consultative committee? Who is the advisor? The RBI governor is in dark. And now the things are surfacing that how the entire decision has been a hodgepodge and it is a complete blunder on the part of the government. And no single leader dared to speak against it.
In that case, why aren't you pulling your power in the center and the state, ma'am?
Was the first one to come out with it. Yes, I know you'll come out with this question, Faye, but let me tell you that if you remember Mr. Sudhir Mungantiwar's statement, Honorable Minister of Maharashtra, he said that there need not be an alliance 100% everywhere. Okay, so the things will take their own time. I mean, we are not going to go by advices of the media when to pull out on a particular government. We will do it when it is required.
Okay, I want to bring in Sanju here. I want to bring in Sanju Verma to respond to that. Sanju Verma, respond to the allegation that the demonetization entire move was self-styled. You did not consult your allies as the BJP, and the Shiv Sena wants to pull out of the BMC, nowhere else.
Okay, let me first, say that Manisha Kayande does not seem to be knowing anything related to economics, and that is so evident from the rather flimsy arguments that she put forth on demonetization. Let me tell you, the Prime Minister is answerable to the people
to have any personal comments here.
In a parliamentary democracy,
is Sanju Verma an economist? It is not the question of being an economist or no. I think, Faye, that you should control such personal remarks.
Please have
all right, ladies,
to listen to
Sanju Verma,
Sanju Verma, your language.
This is not
okay. Ladies, let's focus on the fact that the citizens of Mumbai are watching you right now.
Most magazines in the world
we do not make personal
the
remarks, Manisha Kayande. That is Uddhav Thakere's forte.
The topmost economists of the entire world fraternity, they have criticized the demonetization. Faye, I will not tolerate any personal remarks.
Sanju Verma, Manisha Kayande, I want to refocus this conversation. Ladies, 1 minute. Ladies, 1 minute. Just 1 second. Sanju Verma.
Listen, you know nothing about
please stop.
Bring out all the qualifications.
One second. Ladies,
of every member over here.
Ladies, let me ask the question one more time. Sanju Verma, Manisha Kayande. But Sanju Verma, Manisha Kayande, one second. And I'm going to. I want you to just stop for 1 second.
All the panelists over here.
I'm asking you about the alliance, and I'm going to go straight to the citizen at this point. Nikhil Desai. We're at an election right now, but this is the alliance that you're looking at on your screen that ran this city for the last 20 years. Is this the reason why our city is in the state that it is, Nikhil Desai? Sanju Verma, 1 second. The citizen is speaking.
The start of the debate itself shows that the alliance has broken down.
You will have to first allow me to respond to the baseless allegations of Manisha Kayande.
Sanju Verma, I want to focus on the citizen and the problems that the citizen of Mumbai is facing.
Can I please respond?
One second. Nikhil Desai,
yeah, I will tell you.
Tell me one problem that you're facing as a citizen.
Allow me the uninterrupted time that you allowed Manisha Kayande.
Sanju Verma.
Courteous. I did not intervene when she was talking because I was being courteous.
I will not tolerate any personal remarks.
And
ladies, going to talk of economic qualifications of the panelists. Then we have to know everybody's qualifications.
Okay. Personal remark.
Let us know everybody's qualifications.
Okay, ladies, please hear out. Ladies, 1 second. I will give you both equal time on the clock. I will beseech both of you. I ask you both to refrain from making personal comments. Focus on the citizen. I'm reminding all of our panelists before the rest of them start beginning.
Yes, I'm not making any personal comments.
Yes. Our focus tonight remains on the citizen. Our focus tonight remains on the citizen of Mumbai. If we are asking for the citizens' vote, I want to be able to answer the citizens' questions.
Can I speak on the demonetization
Yes,
bit?
I will come back to you, Sanju Verma. I just want to get one question in. Nikhil Desai has come in to ask a question of the ruling parties. Nikhil Desai, one question, one problem, and then we'll give everybody an opportunity to respond. Nikhil Desai.
One problem
that you're facing as a citizen of Mumbai.
Oh, the politicians don't know what they are doing. First and foremost, they just fight between themselves, even if they are in alliance or out of alliance. They keep fighting. They don't think about people at all. In fact, Faye, I want to give a very out-of-box suggestion just now.
Right.
If all political parties come together and decide on a common minimum program, okay, on these points we all agree garbage has to be segregated, garbage mein se energy banao, means there will be no criminal who will be fighting election. That is all what people of city want.
Yes.
Agree on those points at least, and then start extraordinary what you have to offer.
Right, fair enough. Now let me get those responses in. Sanju Verma, I am giving you uninterrupted time right now to respond to what Nikhil Desai is saying. Can we, in this election, put the citizen first? And what is the BJP's plan right now going forward alone in this election? What is your plan for the citizen of Mumbai? Citizens like Nikhil Desai, what can you give us?
Okay, I'm glad that Nikhil Desai gave this feedback. Let me first.
Go ahead, Sanju. Everyone's listening.
Let me now make a few points. Most importantly, I want to say that the reason for the alliance breaking in the first place is because Devendra Fadnavis had, as recently as in December 2016, very categorically stated in the public domain that an alliance in the forthcoming BMC elections will be possible only if A, the Shiv Sena realizes the electoral strength of the BJP as it has evolved over the years, B, the BJP is committed to providing to the citizenry of Mumbai transparent governance, and while this may sound very cliched and governments after governments have mouthed expletives but done precious little when it comes to accountability or facilitating transparency, I think we walk the talk. And I'll give you a small example. I think the best example, the fact that we've brought down corruption is evident from the fact that after 10 or 15 years, it was only after the Fadnavis government came to power that standard operating procedures in terms of, giving out contracts for utility works, for road works, road repair was decided on the lines of the Central Vigilance Commission. And I think if you tackle corruption in the BMC, that's half the job done.
All right, Sanju Verma, then why is the BJP still in an alliance with the Shiv Sena in the center and the state? Why is the BJP still in an alliance with the Shiv Sena in the center and the state? If you have decided that this alliance partner is not good enough, why are you still in an alliance in the center and the state?
It is very simple. We will be in an alliance on our terms.
It's not simple.
We are not going to be having a gun to our head.
No. Can we all come in?
I'll give you a
Lok
chance.
Sabha mandate on the back of the Narendra Modi wave and then turn around and say that, the BJP has to keep playing second fiddle. I'm sorry, the political equations have changed, the political dynamic, the political arithmetic has changed, and if Shiv Sena wants good governance, transparency and accountability to be the hallmarks of how we want to take things forward, they're most welcome.
All right,
Otherwise,
Sanju Verma, you had your say.
I should be given a marriage that need not be rethought or that cannot be worked upon. I think that's the clear message that the Fadnavis government has given. If there is going to be an alliance, we need to weed out corruption, and there can be no halfway measures on that count.
Well, it does seem, of course, if we are talking about no half measures and the fact that this alliance still continues in the state and the center and has been broken only in the BMC, only in this particular election, it does seem like a half measure to anybody who's watching. Clyde Crasto, you go first, then Susiieben, you want to respond to what we've heard so far about the alliance between the BJP and the Shiv Sena?
Now allow me to speak now, and I hope the others listen. Okay, there are 2 points that Ms. Sanju Verma mentioned. One was they wanted to question Shiv Sena in terms of the electoral strength. I have stats here with me, and if you want, the camera can zoom. If you tell me to zoom, I'll show it to the camera. In 2002. In Mumbai, the BJP had 35 seats, and their vote percentage was 9.6%. And in 2012, they had 31 seats, and it was 8.64%. At the same time, Shiv Sena had, in 2002, 98 seats, that's 28.10%. And in 2012, they had 75 seats, 21.85%. So both their graphs have been dipping. But if you talk in terms of comparison, obviously, I mean, I'm not siding the Shiv Sena and I don't wish to side the Shiv Sena, but their voting percentage is much higher. So the first point does not stand. Sanju Verma, I did not intervene when you were talking. Please have the courtesy to listen to me, okay? Point 2, if you're talking about transparency, you have been with the BJP in the BMC for 20 years. So you are as much accountable for everything that went wrong as the Shiv Sena is accountable. So you need to be answerable too. At the same time, one more point I want to make. You keep asking that why isn't the Shiv Sena withdrawing from the center or the state? Why don't we ask the question to the BJP? You tell Shiv Sena we don't want you because you don't believe in transparency. We don't want to. Ask the BJP to tell the Shiv Sena that. Why are you questioning the Shiv Sena? You have to question each other. We don't like go away from the center, go away from the state. Why are you being together?
Susiieben Shah. Sanju Verma, let them make their points. Sanju Verma, let them make their points.
Manisha, the Modi bashing agenda.
Manisha Dai, namaskar.
Go ahead, Susiieben Shah.
I just want to say this, that BJP always has this holier than thou attitude. They don't believe in Lokshai, they believe in Thokshay. Now I'll tell you how they are misleading the government. The entire BMC is governed largely by the Standing Committee, by the Improvement Committee, certain aspects by BST and Education Committee. Turn by turn, the BJP and Shiv Sena has their own chairman. All major decisions pertaining to contracts, to levy of funds, policy are made by BJP, Shiv Sena combined. It's a sham. It's a way to mislead the Mumbaikars, but this time they are going to pay a price for it. And Manisha Dai, I would just like to say this. You are absolutely right. When Thackeray Saab says that the bull of the Jallikattu should be tamed, absolutely should be tamed. That they are gundas in the BJP, you are 100% right. So let the tiger roar, break the alliance, and you will see that Mumbaikars will emerge, Maharashtrians will emerge, and true democracy will emerge. It's all very well, lady, to smile and laugh. You will pay a price for it.
All right, Sujay Kantawala, as a citizen, respond to that before I go back to Sanju Verma. You've heard all of the 4 political parties speak. 1 second, Sanju, I'll come to you. Just 1 second, 1 second. Sujay.
Lakhs of other Mumbaikars, we pay our taxes, we are good citizens. All we want is good governance, good roads, easy life. And that is all we are praying for. And we are requesting all the, whoever wins this election, that please do something to improve the plight of Mumbaikars. See what we are suffering. And again and again, our plight has come to you.
You've given them 20 years, time for a change, Sujay. Think about it.
Correct.
It is a time for a change. BJP, Shiv Sena should pay a price for misgovernance, misdeeds and misrule, including corruption.
No, even in 2014 to now, they're only fighting. They're not paying attention to the common citizen.
One minute. I am born in this city, I have grown up in this city, I have seen the degeneration throughout the years. I want to grow old in this city, but I want to grow old in a good city.
That's right.
So all I'm saying is this, that we all be good citizens, all we are hoping that whoever gets elected by God's grace, please do something for all of us. That's all we are saying. End our suffering. That is all we are saying. It's an emotional appeal.
End our suffering. That's an emotional appeal. I'm going to go first. Yes. Sanju Verma respond, and then we'll go to Manisha Kayande. Sanju Verma, you've heard what Clyde and Susiieben Shah had to say, and then there was a very emotional appeal from a citizen. Please respond.
Faye, you want me to respond?
Sanju Verma first, and
doled out some interesting data. But
okay,
go ahead, Sanju.
Let me tell you that, I'll respond to both Clyde and Susiieben Shah jointly, because I think they've raised some very interesting concerns. And why I was smiling, it was the sheer hypocrisy and the double speak of people like Susiieben and Clyde. BJP does not need lessons in ethics and political accountability.
We are in no mood to give you any advice.
They refuse
to stand corrected. We don't want to give you any advice.
They elicited more than
authentic stats by the Times of India is what it was. There's no ethics.
Not about us.
One by one. Please, let her finish.
Are like oxymorons.
Let her finish. Sanju, please finish. Make your point.
What oxymorons are you talking about? What? Talk about yourself. We know what we implied. The Mumbaikar knows what we implied.
No, we're not going to stoop down to that level and talk. Let's do.
Okay, listen. I want to refocus. 1 second.
For 20 years, you need lessons. Anybody listen?
I want to refocus this conversation on the citizens. Listen, Sanju Verma, please don't make personal comments about any of my panelists. Everyone is here in their own right. We have invited them. They're here to share with the citizens what their plans are for the city. And I want to hear from every political party what their plans are for the city. Nikhil, Desai and Sujay Kantawala asked very good questions. Why can't you make minimum basic decisions that we can all care for? Why don't you respond to that instead of now making this a personal conversation between the 4 people who represent the parties? Respond to what Sujay Kantawala said, which is, why can't we just have a beautiful city?
It's a personal conversation.
The entire city is watching this debate.
Let me now.
Entire city is watching this
I'm
debate.
not making it a personal conversation, but you know, if you have, 5 other panelists and it's 5 against 1, it's only fair that I get appropriate time to rebut and respond. As simple as that. What Susiieben said about, BJP harboring gundas, I think she first needs to place on record the fact that she has been served a notice by the BMC for building helipads.
Lady, you are not a politically aware person. It was not my statement.
Sujay Kantawala.
You are not aware. Get your facts right. This is what Shri Uddhav Thackeray said.
For commercially exploiting the entire city without being authorized to do so.
One second. I want everyone to stop for a second. I want everyone to stop for a second.
It is Uddhav Thackeray's statement.
Listen, Susiieben
Shah,
we will not achieve anything by talking over each other. We are losing time on this debate. The time on this channel is very precious to me personally. I want you to focus on the question at hand.
What is going on?
Manisha Kayande, I'm taking this question to you. What will the Shiv Sena do for the citizens of Mumbai?
Yes.
How will you guarantee us a better city than the one that we have right now? Manisha Kayande.
Yes, I will answer that point by point, but on the condition that I have kept quiet when all other panelists were talking, and I request the same from everybody.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you at the beginning that we have been in the BMC for past 3 decades. And people have voted for us again and again. That simply shows that people have faith on the Shiv Sena. Secondly, the conditions, if you see the taxpayer and the non-taxpayer in the Mumbai city, both are getting facilities to whatever capacity of the government, of the BMC administration. Those who are the taxpayers are also getting all the amenities, while those who are not taxpayers, they are also getting all the amenities.
I'm sorry, that is misleading.
Everybody gets water. Maybe the pressure of water is different. Maybe the time of how much time they get water is different. Secondly,
Sanju Verma, please let her finish.
Not maintained by the BMC. Some roads are maintained by the MMRDA. Some roads are maintained by the BMC. Third, this time there was no water logging. We have set up 8 pumping stations, because of which there was no water logging. Even everybody is,
please come to Gandhi Market, King Circle, and I will show you the water logging. Don't bluff openly.
Also, we have to take a lot of permissions from the Environment Ministry.
You are bluffing.
The Environment Ministry did not get the...
when I speak, others butt in.
No, I am telling.
No, you are misleading.
Don't show the old pictures.
You are speaking a whole host
don't
of
show
lies.
the old pictures.
Manisha Kayande,
don't show the old pictures.
Manisha Kayande, there is a date on that picture.
The dumping ground issue.
The date on the picture is August 29, 2016.
Which did not get,
clearance. Your audience.
Water logging in front of you.
There is a date on this picture. This is from August 2016. This is not old pictures.
You're not able to control the show.
No, one second. Okay, let me just
you're not able to control the show.
Manisha Kayande, you asked me about the footage on the screen.
If everybody is going to talk, I'm not interested.
One second. No, Sanju Verma, just 1 second. Let me respond to the panelists.
Quiet.
1 second. Manisha Kayande, you asked me about the footage on the screen. I'll just show that footage again. There's a date on that footage.
No, but when
it was shot
everybody else to talk
August 2016.
I put a condition that if all panelists want to talk together, I cannot participate in the show.
Manisha, I'm responding to what you said about the footage on the screen.
I was absolutely quiet.
Yes, I appreciate that.
You're bluffing, ma'am.
I appreciate that. I'm just responding to you about the footage you asked me about the screen.
I did not utter a single word.
But that doesn't allow you to bluff.
All right. The footage that we showed on the screen, Manisha Kayande, had a date on it. It was from August 2016. It was shot by my team.
Counter me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you are wrong.
We have developed more than 500 gardens in these 5 years.
Talk about flooding first.
More than 500 gardens.
Talk about flooding. They are showing you. Please have a look.
We have open spaces. Shiv Sena is the only one who has fought for the open spaces. BJP did not fight even for a single open space.
Okay, the
BJP did not fight for a single open space. In fact, they wanted to cut down trees. On the tree committee, they were all BJP members. None of them fought for cutting down trees.
While in the corporation, when both of you knew that they were doing all wrong.
Now let me, okay, one second.
Appointed by the chief minister. The commissioner is appointed by the chief minister. And could the chief minister not control the commissioner?
Okay, this is all right. Let me just point out to our viewers that we did, in fact, one second. Let me just point out to our viewers. One second. Ladies, one second.
If the commissioner was going wrong, the CM should have pulled him up.
All right, let me just share some facts with our viewers. These are the facts of the city of Mumbai. These are the facts of the city of Mumbai. Manisha Kayande, 1 second. The facts are that there was, in fact, waterlogging. There was, in fact, waterlogging over to 2016. Mumbai has only built 10,000 toilets in the city of Mumbai. Only 30% of those public toilets are for women. We understand that nearly 20% of the women who live in Mumbai slums use open spaces to defecate in the middle of the night. Mumbai generates 10,000 tons of garbage every day. The Deonar, Mulund, Kanjurmarg dump yards are still being used as dump yards. We have not found solutions for it.
18-story high.
It was on fire last year. There has been no solution for the dumping yard problem in the city of Mumbai. A large portion of Mumbai's human waste still gets pumped into our oceans.
Untreated.
Untreated human waste gets pumped into the ocean in Mumbai. Human waste of 36,883 homes flows into open drains in Mumbai, causing sickness across the city for everyone, rich and poor. The open spaces policy of the BMC received a lot of criticism across the city because it handed over our open spaces, spaces that belong to us as citizens. It handed over those open spaces to private parties. There are only 4,20,688 water connections in this city. Akhtar is on the phone line from Virar with a question for us. Akhtar, go ahead.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, Akhtar. Go ahead.
Well, be it your show for 1 hour or it be the winter session at, the politicians are always going to waste time. I mean, without anything significant happening. Anyway. Talking about the roads and the pathetic conditions they are in, especially I want to bring your attention to that bridge, at the China Creek Bridge. Ma'am, when they travel from Virar to Mumbai, the amount of time that you waste at that bridge, 30-35 minutes each way, and then how shamelessly they go ahead and collect the tolls further on. I mean, that is the shame. Have they lost it all altogether? What's happening about that? All the time it's been happening for the last 6 months, and all you see is 5 or 6 people just tying up the bamboos or doing this or that. What's happening about that? Whether it comes into Bombay Municipal Corporation jurisdictions or whoever, I mean PWD or whoever, who's taking care of it?
Who's taking?
This is just one point where I brought your attention. Otherwise, there are so many things. I mean, whoever it be, Shiv Sena or Congress or NCP or whoever, we Mumbaikar are the most unfortunate people in the world to live in this city. That's it.
All right. Manisha Kayande, do you want to respond to Akhtar, who just called in from Dahisar?
Yes, the cleaning up of all the rivers took place during this time. There are 4 major rivers flowing in Mumbai. I mean, there are people who put even sofa sets into the river stream. And we don't even know that these are the rivers. They have been converted into gutters. The PMC has spent crores of rupees cleaning these rivers. The Brimstone project, the central government was to give 1200 crores for the Brimstone project. They haven't given even half of the money. Now the complete about 1000 crores have been spent, and that is completely by the BMC.
Don't tell after 20 years that money has not come.
Coming from the BJP government, sitting there at the top.
Brimstone is getting delayed because center is not giving money. No. This will not do. No, simply this will not do.
Let her finish.
Don't get up and ask. Because of this, Mumbaikar is suffering. Why you are keeping quiet? And the time of election you are telling.
Crore.
No.
All right.
Which is the major
Sanju,
52 crores in cleaning of
that
nalas.
was completely
And
handled
Manisha
by the BMC.
No.
Sanju Verma, respond to the fact that according to Manisha Kayande, the central government has not released the funds due to the city of Mumbai to clean up the rivers and prevent waterlogging.
Now please make sure that she doesn't butt in, because I think, it's 5 against 1. So it's unfair, for having to have people scream at me, and then I'm not even given 2 minutes to put forth my view.
Okay, go ahead, we're listening. Sanju Verma, go ahead.
I am not here to answer Manisha Kayande's questions. I am here to make sure that these...
Go ahead, we're listening.
Let me tell you what the Fadnavis government is doing for the citizenry of Mumbai. We have ensured and we have put in place a system so that people who live in slums and have houses of less than 500 square feet, they will not have to pay property taxes anymore. This will help
the topic. No. First tell Brimstone project whether the money was given or not.
Point number 1. Point number 2.
Brimstone project. Talk about Brimstone project.
Okay, let me now complete point number 2.
No. You are diverting the topic.
The BMC has a budget of 37,000 crores.
Of the numbers.
With a capital. Can you please allow me to finish?
Let her finish.
The BMC has a budget of 37,000 crores.
So?
And last year, the Shiv Sena led BMC spent only 4,000 crore on roads.
You are allowed it to happen.
You are allowed it to happen.
What is happening?
What is talking?
I mean, you must first ask her what is Brimstone.
You are together.
She's talking about Mumbai industry.
Okay.
For 20 years.
You did not stop them, and now you are leaking
Sanju Verma, the Brimstone question, it was a very good question. I want to have that answered before we move on. It was commissioned by the previous Prime Minister.
2005.
There was a certain amount of money that had to come in as a contribution from the central government. A certain amount of money would be matched from the city budget. Has that money come in from the central government is a simple question.
Spent only 4,000 crore on roads.
You're not answering my question. Sanju Verma, you're not answering my question, ma'am. Sanju Verma, you're not answering my question. You're not answering my question about the Brimstone project, which was meant to clear up the drains.
37,000 crores.
So are you questioning the wisdom of the previous governments who set up?
Does not have lack of funds. The problem is corruption. The problem
You are not part of the corruption. And she is no part of the corruption. It is only such a mockery, and it is such a sham. Half-truths, lies are...
Okay, one second. I'll give you all both. No, one second. Sanju Verma was asked a question about the Brimstone project. She didn't answer that question. Now I want to take the question to Clyde first. Clyde, there are a couple of things that have been pointed out. Manisha Kayande said that there was no waterlogging, which you noted. Manisha, she also pointed out that the Brimstone project, when the Shiv Sena was attempting to clear up the city, they did not receive the funding from the central government. Now, Sanju Verma has then pointed out post that the BMC has enough money. What does it need funding for from the central government?
BMC has enough funds. The question is not lack of money. The question
so then
is
why
how
ask for
the money
funds?
is spent.
Go ahead.
Why ask for the funds? So now let us talk.
No,
Sanju Verma, now let others respond. Sanju Verma, let others respond. Clyde, go ahead.
It's very simple, Faye.
You have a budget of 37,000
Can she stop?
Sanju Verma, please listen to the other panelists as well.
4,000 crore on roads, despite having...
Sanju Verma, we got your point. We got your point that the BMC has a massive budget. It's not spending that budget.
She's telling us all that we know.
Clyde, go ahead.
The Shiv
she's repeating all that we know, Faye. What we did not know. I'm happy that we are knowing now that all these years, the BJP knew what Shiv Sena was doing. And the Shiv Sena was going ahead and doing what they were doing. They were partners in crime. And now they're coming up with all the facts. The point here is, while they were fighting, the Mumbaikars were suffering, the common man was suffering, and the truth is out now that the reason why Mumbai suffered or Mumbai did not progress is because one was doing all the mistakes, the other was allowing them to do the mistakes and sitting and enjoying and watching the fun. And watching the fun, the Mumbaikars have suffered now, and now they're spilling the beans against each other and leaking out all the information that did not happen all this year.
Now, about this harping about the roads, you know, 400 crores and 500 crores or whatever.
4,000.
4,000. And they spend only so much amount. Who is heading the improvement committee in the BMC? It is headed by a BJP chairperson who's a corporator. They have the power to decide to what allocation of funds should be there, who should be the contractors, the policy behind it. The BJP does nothing. Right. Now when they know,
point to add to what Susiieben is saying.
Now that the water is flown over the bridge and they are feeling that, oh my God, we are going to pay a price for it, they are washing their hands off.
Susiieben, to add to Susiieben very quickly, to add to what Susiieben is saying, you know about the roads, okay? Jay Kumar, that contractor, that was blacklisted.
Yes,
because of all the roads. And they awarded a project in Vidarbha. So one that is blacklisted in Mumbai is not blacklisted in Vidarbha. So he's doing the project in Vidarbha. How does this work?
Sujay Kantawala asked a very good question in the beginning of the show. He said, as a citizen of this city, why can't I have a good city to retire in? Sujay Kantawala, did you get the answer to your question?
I share his concern.
I'm still waiting for that answer. I'm still waiting for a positive 2-minute answer as what is the agenda, what do you want to give us Mumbaikars? Look, we are your voters. All the parties are here looking at this. All the parties are participating. I, as a citizen and a voter, all I'm asking one thing, that what am I getting in return?
Let me tell you what we want to give you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking, that if I want to retire in this city, I want to age gracefully, I don't want health-related problems, then what am I expecting? That is all I'm asking. I've come on this debate only for that purpose. That's it.
All right, Sudarshan Singh is on the phone line from Punjab with a question. Sudarshan Singh, you're on the show. Go ahead, very quickly, sir.
Okay.
Just they are showing drama only. They are both are one. BJP or Shiv Sena.
Absolutely right.
They are doing again tomorrow they will be one.
Enlightened citizen speaking.
All right, I'm going to give now uninterrupted, ladies and gentlemen, uninterrupted 2 minutes time to every representative of all 4 political parties. 2 minutes on the clock, uninterrupted time to pitch to the citizens of Mumbai as to what you are going to give us. What is your plan for this city, and why should the citizens of Mumbai vote for you, after which everyone will rebut those 2 minutes. I will start with Manisha Kayande. Manisha Kayande, 2 minutes on the clock to tell the citizens of Mumbai, no one will interrupt you, why we should vote for the Shiv Sena.
Is already out, and we have touched every section of the thing where people will require the different facilities. The work of the BMC is to provide meter, water, gutter, education. Well, the Brimstone project, we are not waiting for the center. We have already spent 1,000 crores. We did not wait for the center, first. Second, regarding the roads, yes, there have been hardships faced by the citizens, and that was due to the contractors' nexus with the officials in the BMC. You have to understand that the proposal is brought in by the bureaucrats. It is brought in by the administration. All the elected representatives, they raise their voice over it, they raise their concern over it. And we have blacklisted all the contractors. And ironically, these contractors have been given work by the Nagpur Municipal Corporation and by the MMRDA also. Let me tell you that the Maharashtra Nature Park, which was a dumping ground, it is now a beautiful forest. The Devendra Fadnavis government through the foundation of Sudhindru Kulkarni is after destroying that good forest. Second, they want to build some car park over there and some malls over there on the Maharashtra Nature Park. Third, we have created more than 500 gardens, open gyms. We have distributed tabs to the poorest of the poor children in the BMC.
Don't work anymore.
Not to those who are going in international schools.
Right.
Now, I think this we are doing both for the taxpayer and those who are not paying a single tax, the slum dwellers.
Okay, all right. We are out of time.
And
we're
out of toilets for the women.
Right.
Sanitary napkin vending machines and destroying machines at every public toilet. And there are so many things in the agenda. You will see.
No. Everyone will be given time.
It's one of the best manifesto.
All right, that's 2 minutes, Manisha Kayande, and I know people have written notes on the panel to respond to you, but I will give everybody 2 minutes time to make an elevator pitch to the citizens of Mumbai. I request you to use this time to tell Mumbai what you will give Mumbai. Sanju Verma of the BJP, why should the citizens of Mumbai vote for the BJP in this election?
Okay, I think, this is not a vote appeal, but I just want to tell Mumbaikars, I'm a Mumbaikar myself, and it is painful when you have to travel on garbage-laden roads. You see potholes at every nook and cranny. Your kids don't have open spaces where they can play. So I think what we want to give Mumbaikars is a safe, secure, clean, green and vibrant Mumbai. And I will just say one thing. I think the best example of good governance is whether you can walk the talk. The BMC is controlled by a whole host of political parties, the Shiv Sena, the BJP and the Congress. Whereas the MMRDA has the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis
20 years you have delivered.
And do you know something? This is something that your audience should know. The MMRDA has a budget of 4,000 crores, but it is undertaking projects of 70,000 crores. Whereas the BMC with a budget of 37,000 crores has failed to walk the talk. So I think that the good governance that Fadnavis government can give to you has been amply displayed in the past. And I want to say that the one thing that we are focusing on is to empower municipal schools, municipal hospitals. We want to ensure that there are more parking lots which are manned or administered by women. We want to ensure that there are 536 schools which are open for class 8 students, something which the Shiv Sena promised but failed to give. We want to ensure that it is not just the 35 malls that were open in the last 10 years which have 24/7 drinking water. I think 24/7 drinking water is something which the 1.5 crore Mumbaikars also need access to. Most importantly, the Fadnavis government has said that if you're not breaking columns and pillars, you don't need approval from the BMC to change the layout of your house. And I think this will benefit at least 10 to 15 lakh Mumbaikars. And this is something that needs to be addressed on a war footing, because how...
All right, you're out of time. I have to give time to other people on the panel right now. Susiieben and Shah, 2 minutes, starting now. Go ahead.
I will just tell you this. The basic role of a BMC is to provide basic infrastructure. Good road, education, health, water, where for 20 years, the BJP Shiv Sena combined has failed, completely failed. Our focus should not be on penguins and not on having 24/7 nightlife, where the security of the woman in the city of Mumbai is all-time low, with no loose, right to pee. The entire initiative has gone to a toss. There are no decent toilets for you and me or anyone, any woman of Mumbai to go to. So we as Congress, our manifesto is still not out. We're going to focus on good health. How you can get water without paying minimum for water connection. At the moment, let me tell you, getting water connection is industry. There are contractors who are making lots and lots of money by giving water connection to in the slums of Mumbai, which will stop. We are also toying with the idea that people who come to the hospitals, how their needs, whether it be education, whether it be food, whether it be creche for the children, can be met with. As I said, I'm not in much liberty to say what we are going to give. It will come out in Monday. But I will tell Sanju, nothing applies more to BJP than walk the talk. The walk the talk applies to BJP and Shiv Sena. Their false promises are there are no takers from Mumbai. 20 years,
like
20 years, each year, the same manifesto, the same promise.
10 seconds.
Sanju, we heard your sermon. Have the gumption to listen to others. It's about time you'll improve.
Right.
Your facts will go straight.
You should be giving me any lectures on good governance.
All right, we are out of time. Shah, I have to give Clyde.
Anyway,
I have to give Clyde his 2 minutes. I have to give Clyde his 2 minutes. All right. All right. Nikhil, I am coming to you after we hear everybody out.
Mand badlo, Mumbai badlega, Congress ko mat do.
All right, Clyde.
We look after our leader, don't worry.
Clyde.
I've been listening to everybody. You know, the BJP and Shiv Sena had made tall promises, but they've not been able to fulfill it. Now, having said that, you know, we're also going to be out with our manifesto in a couple of days, so I cannot give you every detail, which is it's a big manifesto. But I'll touch on the broader aspects of all these things. You know, the most important point is the education sector in Mumbai municipal schools. I mean, if you visit the Mumbai municipal schools, you know, the ceilings are falling, the plaster's coming off, the benches are broken. You know, these are the areas that we are going to look into. We are going to make sure that all the schools are refurbished, done properly, so that the kids can sit there and study. Now there are Sanju, Verma, if you are going to go on and on, then we don't wish to talk here, because I cannot get to your level of talking.
No, it's completely fair that
I cannot get to your level of talking.
I can't waste any more time on this show. Sanju Verma, everybody gets their 2 minutes. We gave you your 2 minutes. Sanju Verma.
You shut down the ones that were there.
Sanju Verma,
the only reason I'm not answering her because I don't need to get this kind of conversation.
Sanju Verma, please allow my panelists to speak. Please,
either you mute her or you allow us to talk, because I cannot get to this kind of conversation.
Clyde, go ahead.
So the schools have to be redone well, the benches, the plaster or the ceilings have to be done so that the kids are not in danger. Then, you know, there are 27 items that every municipal school child has to get. Now, you look at the bags, they break within the first month. The tiffin boxes are not right. The compass boxes are not right. We are going to touch on those aspects, make sure that they get quality items that are given to the school children. I'm going to make sure that, you know, they get all that kind of things. And the other aspect that we're going to touch is the health sector. Now, there are a lot of machines. You know, the MRI machines are lying sealed, packed, not used. They're not being taken care of. Health schemes are not right. We are going to try and give a lot of health schemes that are going to benefit the citizens.
Then it comes. You can make all promises about giving school back.
I refuse to talk, Faye. I mean,
Sanju Verma, you're being very unfair, Sanju Verma. You had your 2 minutes. You are not allowing anybody else to speak. Sanju Verma, you're not allowing anybody else to speak. I think they're being extremely unfair.
Faye, I refuse to get into an uncultured and uncouth debate. So let her talk, because I'm very cultured to not talk like this.
Well
said.
I want to go.
Because I will butt in when I feel that you're misleading the audience.
But you refused to allow anybody else to butt in when you were talking, Sanju Verma.
I want
to stop now.
Debate. I do not want to
I've made Nikhil Desai wait long enough. Nikhil Desai, you've heard all of the pitches.
Oh, really?
Sanju, with your permission.
I mean, you come here and you start lying.
Madam.
Oh, come on. Grow up.
Okay. Please. We sound like a schoolyard right now.
Yeah,
I want everybody to just pipe down for a second and listen to Nikhil Desai.
Mumbai is watching this debate.
Her Highness Sanju, if you allow me.
When I was talking.
Nikhil Desai, please go ahead.
Because you did not show courtesy to me when I was talking.
Sanju Verma, Nikhil Desai is a citizen, and on this show, the citizen is the most important. Please, you don't have to ask for her permission. Sanju Verma. Nikhil Desai and Sujay Kantawala are citizens, and the citizen is the most important person on this show. Nikhil Desai.
Yeah, thank
Please
you,
go ahead. We will all listen.
Faye, just now you have heard 4 major parties. All problems are known to everybody. Every Mumbaikar knows about health and school and roads and water logging and toilets. Everybody, one good IAS officer will solve those problems. That is not an issue. Issue is to implement, get the things done. You have 35,000 crores rupees available with you. See that it is used. 20% of the budget gets used and nobody is bothered. They talk big things on TV, but they don't implement. They don't tell the officers why the fund is not being used. The kids, small 1-year-old kids are dying in municipal hospital because incubators are not there. Yes. When the news comes in front page, Ratan Tata says, take money from me, but please save those kids. And and the health budget is used only 20%. You check any figure, put any auditor or CA, what BMC plans to give to health department and what it ends up spending. It is only 20% and kids are dying. What is the use of making big promises if we are not going to use our tax money for us? And similarly, if this BJP lady says you have to walk the talk, let your Gopal Shetty give back our open space which he has taken up for years together.
Nikhil, restricted as a restricted to people.
Restricted to the citizens. Don't talk nonsense.
Nikhil, very good question. Well said. Very good question.
I will tell you one more thing. The DP plans which you make for years and years and then end up that after 30 years, your 20% of DP is actually materializing. You concentrate, the party stands up and say, my 90% DP plan we will implement in these 30 years.
Twice it was scrapped.
Yeah.
Yes. Desai said, twice it was scrapped.
All right, People don't get what they want.
To add to what Mr. Desai said, why have we seen so many PILs being filed in our High Court? Every citizens have to go to the court to get what is actually
their basic rights
due and admissible to them.
You are right.
There are certain obligations, there are duties which the Constitution and the law guarantees we citizens. Why do we have to go to the court for everything? So I feel after this debate, I feel I'm a little confused over here because I really have not been able to understand what is the roadmap of each of the parties. And I hope that all the Mumbaikars in the future, in the coming days, at least get an idea or a bird's eye view of what actually you all are planning to give us. Because we really want now something to happen. Enough is enough. I mean,
give us an opportunity and we will make sure that you retire the way you want to happy.
You are right.
Believe me, give us an opportunity and you will get the Mumbai of your dreams.
I'm speaking from my heart.
Yes, I accept it. Absolutely.
We all have grown up in this city.
Tell us, does the NCP have a tactical understanding or a tie-up with one of the parties right now?
Can I just make a last point, please?
Work in progress.
Clyde?
Yeah.
Work in progress.
Does the NCP have a tie-up or a tactical understanding with one of the parties?
You'll be the first one to know when those things happen.
Is that work in progress with the Congress or with the BJP?
Let me make one last point, please. I think let me make one last point to Nikhil Desai, Ms. D'Souza.
All right, I will give everybody a chance to make a last point. Go ahead, Sanju, but you'll have to keep it brief.
Addressed me during his 2-minute speech.
I want to answer to your point.
Yeah. Okay, I think Mr. Nikhil Desai made a very good point and he spoke about, Gopal Shetty and open spaces being encroached. I just want to say one thing, we have been delivering and we have been meeting our deadlines. Please remember one thing, just very briefly. For 15 years, there was not, as many CCTVs as you have now. You have 4,700 CCTVs across Mumbai.
It take you 10 years.
Secure.
10 years to put 4,000 CCTVs. No.
And let me tell you one more thing. The whole education system gets a leg up because now you have 585 Wi-Fis. Mumbai is going to become a Wi-Fi.
What are you talking? You are talking about state government. Talk about BMC. Talk about BMC. State government.
All right.
No, hold on. This Make My India, Digital India, Wi-Fi India,
schools,
Make in India, never happens.
It empowers our way of...
No, hold on. This Make in India, Digital India, Wi-Fi India. Let me tell you. No.
Supposed to supply the tab, it came from China.
Nikhil sir, let me just say this.
What Congress NCP government did in the last 15 years.
No, forget the NCP government. Now you are governing. What are you talking about? Every time
Sujay.
Want to with 1 minute. A humble request. A humble request. I just want to see the day when I can open my tap and drink water. I can drink clean water. I can open my tap, which I used to do as a child. I want to see that day. I want to see that day when I have gardens around me. I want to see that day when our ladies, when our sisters can walk the streets.
Sujay, when we were young, the Congress.
Okay, we've run out of time.
Just last bit.
I have 30 seconds, Sushima. 30 seconds, go.
The BMC
there
spends
are more
50.
open spaces now.
Oh my God.
Mumbai is close to becoming open.
There are 51.
Thanks to the Fadnavis government.
Great going.
Okay,
great
30
going.
seconds
great
done.
going.
I have to close this debate. We're not going anywhere.
51,000 is the amount of money that the BJP Shiv Sena combined boast on spending on each student going to BMC. What is the retention rate? What is the dropout rate? 25%. What are we? Where is the 51,000 rupees per child? It is more than an English education. So wake up. No Wi-Fi, no gimmickry, hard reality, infrastructure for the people, water, electricity, good health, good education. We Congress, give a chance to the Congress party, we will deliver.
Stop. I have to close this debate. Ladies and gentlemen, we've heard
it is used for watching pornography. Get your facts right.
One second, stop. We sound, unfortunately, like a schoolyard in the manner that we've bickered on this show, and I'm embarrassed to have brought this to you. These are the people who will run our city. The BMC declared Mumbai open defecation free. That was obviously a lie. Somebody on this show just said Mumbai has more open spaces today than it had 10 years ago. That was obviously a lie. Somebody else on the show said there are, 40,000 CCTV cameras in the city. That is also obviously a lie. We will bring you all of the data on this show because I beseech you, if you're watching right now, to go out and vote. And be very careful about who you're voting for. Don't be afraid of picking an independent person if you think that person will be able to do a good job. This is our city and we have to make smarter decisions because these people will then run our city for the next 5 years. And if we don't vote now, we'll have no say for the next 5 years. Thanks for watching.